Mic check, mic check. We good, we good. Greetings on this beautiful Wednesday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, all that good stuff. Let's get that out the way early. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I hope everybody had a blessed night and are continuing to have a blessed day. Let's get this going. We're going to get right into it. So imagine you scrolling on your Facebook. Now, who doesn't scroll through like the add friends list? We all do it, right? So you scrolling, you scrolling, you scrolling. You see somebody you like. You click add as a friend. Now, the thing that I usually think about, well, not now, but when I had first got into like the Facebook, Instagram game, whatever you want to call it, you always think, where could this lead to? I look at it as meeting new people. What Facebook was, originally intended for, friends meet up with other friends and talk about their social life. At least that's what I thought. You click on it. What's the next thing you do? Go through their pictures and do all of that crap? Cool. You go through their pictures. You see it's somebody you like, male or female. You see it's somebody you like. You continue to go. Now, do you hit the DMs right away? Or do you wait? I'm gonna wait a few months, or I'm gonna wait till I see a post that kind of relates to me. Like, what's the things that you go after when you hit that add friend button? And it always leads to different things. And the thing that made me think about this is I seen somebody post on there, have you ever what was it? Have you ever had sex with somebody you met off of Facebook? And I was like, damn. That's kind of a good question for a lot of people. Have you? Dear Love, episode 30. Okay. You finally get up the energy to attack the DM. So now you got to put into consideration, what's the first thing you say? Now they got the wave to such and such. That's kind of like your cop-out cards you can use. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just hit the good old wave button. I don't want to say nothing too crazy, because the wave button is kind of like, it keeps it neutral so you can kind of see where it goes. Like, if you hit them with the hey, baby, or the hey, honey, they might not like that. They might think it's whack. They might think it's corny. So you hit them with the simple wave game, and it's like, okay, now the ball is in their court. Can't go wrong with a wave. Now, do they wave back or do they speak? Some people might just say hello. But if they wave back, I think it's something that says like, y'all waved at each other. Now, that could be taken two ways. You could be looking at it like, were they waving just because I waved? Or does this mean I can probably try to get on? So then you take it a step further. How are you? Or, my name is, if that's not already established. And another thing people got to realize, they always look and say, oh, I see you in a relationship, or hey, I see you single. Does that really matter what those things say in the corner? Like, does it matter if it says single or married or relationship? It don't seem to affect motherfuckers. Like, it don't seem to affect nobody who jumps in the DM anyway. So I don't even think that's a big priority anymore. But anyway, you give it a shot. They say something back. You guys are talking. You decide to give the number, or she decides to give the number, or however it works. Then the texting starts. So you got to think like, all right, now that we're on texting terms, maybe there is a chance we can try to do something. So now, here you are. The famous question. Well, I should say the famous question that everyone asks. Well, I would think you should ask. You got your own spot? Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure we all have friends that have their own spots and different things, but what's considered your own spot? Is it your own spot if you have a roommate? Is it still considered like your spot, but it's like 50-50? Like I always run into people who say they had their own spot, and they're like, "Oh well, you know, my mom had to move in with me a couple months. She crazy. She be tripping. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't afford her house, so I just told her come on and move with me." It's like, all right, but that seems like a played out way of putting it. I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's not possible or it's not your spot, but come on now. I mean, what's the chances of mom and dad coming back with us? And then I've also heard, yeah, I had my own spot, but you know, I had to move in with my mom or move back in because she was sick, and you know, and I get all of that. But like the lies seem to like pile up after a while, because then you would say, well, shit, you know, let a nigga come through, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, I would, but my mama here, and it's like, come on, man, you just, hey, all right, okay. That's when you gotta give them the look. Okay, I'm paying attention. I'm jotting down all these things because stuff not adding up. So the couple things you always get out the way is, hey, you got friends, or you got a friend for my friend. Because usually, well, it seems to have changed over the years. It used to be always like some tag team stuff. Like you always had to have a buddy. He had to roll with you, or it was somebody you was always with. So any girl you got with or male you got with, you had to make sure they had friends for them. And it wasn't more so like a keep this person company. It was like we all trying to chill and kick it. I've been watching. It seems like that doesn't really matter anymore. A lot of people on like solo missions now, which is cool too. I mean, it should have been like that from the beginning. So again, you're on this long road to the house. You pull up, of course. Isn't it always some shit you didn't expect, like that wasn't explained before you guys like decided to meet? It's like, okay, I didn't know she had a kid. She said she didn't. Or, oh yeah, my nephew's is over today. So, you know, you start to notice things that they probably don't even notice about their house. So you walk in, and who goes to that house where, you know, everybody gotta take their shoes off at the door? You was prepared, so you didn't put on, you know, your clean pair of socks today. And you ready. You like, I'm prepared. I didn't spray the best. I got the best smells on, fresh cut or fresh braids or whatever you got. I know what I'm here to do. And are women and men still sleeping on the first night? Because when you go to this house, are you intending to hit the first night? I mean, let's be honest. Are you? So you walk in and you notice, you know, it's every house has a smell, I should say, a distinctive smell. I ain't saying it got to be bad, but what's the key for you to get the hell out of there? Like if you okay, you walk in, do you look around first? I mean, do you look at the person? Do you ask to go to the bathroom when you go to somebody's house? Because you know you gotta see what they bathroom look like. And if you do go to the bathroom, do you kind of like move the shower curtain back just to see what they tub looking like? And if so, is it a point system when you go to their house? You know, it's like, all right, now I walked in, I see she got this baby running around with a shitty diaper. It's hanging to the floor. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, how you handle your kids is how you handle your kids. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. But I'm gonna let that slide. So you go to the bathroom, and again, like you know, if you pull back the shower curtain, it's clean. Does it make up for the shitty diaper that the baby got on? But it's like you go in the bathroom, you make sure the bathroom is cool. And what's the other room that everyone has to check when you go to someone's house? Yep, the kitchen. You always got to go to the kitchen. It's two types of kitchens in these houses. Now, you got to think it's a kitchen where you just cook and then that's it. Or you could have a kitchen where people actually chill in and watch TV, or like I said, if you got a TV in your kitchen or whatever. So first we got to establish what kind of kitchen this is. Is this the chill kitchen, or are we just cooking in this kitchen? If we just cooking in this kitchen, we got certain rules, you know. Let's first of all, if somebody coming over, especially first time, No dishes in the sink, please, people. You definitely shouldn't have any dishes in the sink. And you should also have a wash rag kind of like folded a little bit, making it seem like you keep it like that, even though you don't. Now, y'all sit down, y'all chilling. What do you do if you see a roach? Do you say something? Let's say y'all in mid conversation and you just hear it's like, whoa, not what well first, if you hear that and that's a roach, you need to get the fuck out of there. I don't know what kind of roach that is. Like that's a human roach if you hear that. But on a serious note, if you see a roach and y'all in, mid conversation, I'm talking about the vibes is good. Y'all drinking a little bit, and it's wine, so it ain't, it's like some classy shit. And you see the roach on the wall, like just a crawling. I mean, it's just a crawling. What do you do? Do you say, uh, excuse me, baby, uh, excuse me, baby. Like I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how to approach it. Like I'm so chill, I'm so player. I'd probably say, "Girl, what the hell you doing with your cousins on the wall? Like, tell them come over here and chill. You ain't gotta, they ain't gotta be hiding in the cracks of the floor. Tell them come on through." Nah, but I think I would say something. Well, you would have to say something because either you say something and see how they go about it, or you just get up and leave and don't say nothing. Just walk out. But if you do tell them and they don't seem to care, or they say, "Oh, that ain't nothing," and like smack, look, you could tell a lot by the way they killed a roach. Like if they just smash it like on some they used to smashing roaches type shit, yeah, you better start like flinging your coat and stuff. And you always see the roach when you didn't got comfortable. See, you ain't see the roach when you first came in, because they ain't even know you was coming in at first. So now that you in, they feel like they can come out and do what they want to do. So you sit down, you actually didn't kick your, again, you got to take your shoes off at the door. So you didn't took your shoes off, you didn't put your jacket up. It's like, oh my gosh. Now that I done seen that roach, man, I hope it ain't on my jacket. I got to check my clothes. The baby running around with a shitty diaper. I mean, it's a lot going on right now. No, but I would say something. Of course she would have to kill it. Now, if she don't kill it, that's a problem too. But I would say something, and I would let her know, like, you good, you cool, like this ain't nothing like no normal stuff, is it? Like like when I come over, I ain't gonna see your cousins every time, right? And that kind of throws off the whole uh going to bed with them thing too, because now I need to see your house, baby. This might not even work out for us. And just imagine all this from the add a friend button. Bet you'll think twice next time. Dear love, T. Shaw. I'm out of here.